Okay, for our first lesson, we're going to talk about the different ways that bloggers can begin monetizing their websites. So in the coming lessons, we're going to go into more details on each type of monetization strategy, but just as an overview, we are going to be talking about sponsored posts, affiliate links, advertisements on your website, digital and physical products, knowledge sharing, and guest posts. So the first thing and the most important thing you need to remember when you're beginning to monetize is who is your audience. You always want to keep your audience in mind when you're coming up with a new strategy, because they're going to be the ones who are responding to your monetization and clicking on it and determining whether or not you're going to see any success. So you need to consider who your audience is and what types of monetization they will actually react to. It's going to be different for every type of content, every blog, every person, every audience. So think about it in terms of making a plan of your growth strategy. So for example, my growth strategy was, when I first started blogging, I used Google AdSense to put advertisements on my website. I felt that they would make me look a little bit more established and just be a start, and it does help me earn a passive income, which is nice. But still, 2 years into it, I don't make a lot of money, and that's okay. But my next step was starting to guest post for other websites. So I would create a lot of DIY and food content for websites that were similar to mine and not only get paid per post, but it helped me to establish myself as a blogger and get those links back to my website, which was good for SEO. Over time, I felt like I was ready to begin taking on sponsored posts. So I would spend a lot of time reaching out to sponsors, hoping that they would be willing to partner with me on a project for my website. And that is still my biggest source of income. After I began working with sponsors, I moved into the realm of affiliate marketing, which is a really growing field right now. Affiliate marketing can be done through your website or through your social media channels in different ways, and we're going to go into more details about that in a future lesson. And right now, as you can see here on Skillshare, I'm practicing knowledge sharing. And the next step in my growth plan is hopefully going to be beginning to sell some digital or physical products through my website. So that's an example of what works for me, and we're still going to go through all of this to find out what works for you. For example, if you have say a frugal living blog, you might make your money through affiliate marketing because you might be promoting a sale that's coming up with affiliate links to try to encourage your readers to purchase while a big sale is going on. Or you might have a digital product about saving money or couponing, as opposed to me earning the majority of my income through sponsored posts. So we're going to go through this course and hopefully help you figure out what is going to work for you, but also help you to create that plan of your different steps that you can follow for your first 6 months, your first year, and so on. So you have to think about not only what works for you, what works for your website and your content, but you have to be willing to adapt and change. So when you begin a new strategy and a new monetization effort, you can look back on it and see, is it working? Is it worth my time? Do I want to move on to something else? And just be willing to adapt and change, and who knows, in 6 months something brand new could come out that we can use to monetize our websites. So let's move on to the different types of ways that you can begin monetizing your website.